Oh, where am I? This place looks so different. I don't remember anything. How did I get here? Okay. Well, at least I remember how to do this. Wood to make tools and shelter. Right, so if I want to survive, I'll need food and a place to stay and some tools. So let's get right to it. This feels familiar. Maybe I did this before? But when? And where? Well, all right, mysterious world. Let's see what secrets you have. I'll find out where I came from, and maybe even why I'm here. One step at a time. And just like that, Season 2 of CraftWorks has begun. I met up with the other crafters and began our first community project, the creation of Spawnville. However, this wouldn't be an easy feat. It would take all of us working in tandem to clear the entire area of trees and vegetation and then beginning terraforming. Lots of terraforming. And I mean lots. Did I say lots? If I didn't, I mean an immeasurable amount of terraforming. Just so much terraforming. But working as a singular unit over a few hours, the plots of Spawnville were born. Now it was time to make my claim at my first piece of real estate amongst the wonderful people of CraftWorks. Hello everyone, my name is K-Hug, you can call me Kyler, and welcome to my very first episode on CraftWorks. CraftWorks is a vibrant community filled with talented builders, creative minds, and endless adventures. I've been super excited to share this journey with you all, and today we're going to dive right into it. And don't forget to hit that like button if you're excited for the series, and subscribe if you don't want to miss any of the adventures we're going to have. Now let's make this journey unforgettable. Now it really does look like we are quite far behind. It has only been a few days since the launch of CraftWorks Season 2, and the crafters are back at it again with these amazing and intricate builds. Now, I don't want to spoil too much, but I do want to get a first kind of peek and glance at things. Oh my goodness, I love these. Well, I would say that might be Cube's home. I love these buildings. These are absolutely fantastic, and we needed to decide where we're going to put our building. Oh, there's a wild cube in the flesh. But yeah, we need to decide where we're going to put our building, and I haven't quite decided the location of that yet. But I do believe the way this series started is there is going to be a grid network here, and it's hard to tell from here, but here's our city center or the spawning area. Nobody can build in this area, but there is little 16 by 16 lots, and if you can catch the glimpse of one, here, we'll go back here just for reference. These are the 16 by 16s, which ends here, and then there's 24 by 24 lots. Now, I don't have anything super out of control to build, and since this is kind of a strange world that we've stumbled into, I'm gonna kind of play a hermit in this kind of episode. So I think with that being said, I would like to just put up a simple little hodgepodge tent somewhere, and I don't even think that's going to require a plot of land. Now, we may acquire a plot of land later in the season, but for now, I just want to start off. We're going to play more into the story or some more RP play, something we're going to kind of spin off of from a Pirate Craft series where we learned how to RP, well, the best that we could. And what I want to do is probably, I really like this little lakey thing here, and there's a nice spot here that's not technically part of that 16 by 16 or this 16 by 16, so like right in here's a nice little spot. But I will continue to look around, but I think first what I wanted to do is show you some of the things that I did get on day one of CraftWorks. First and foremost, say hello to Finn. Finn is our new companion that we plan on running the series with from start to finish, so who's such a good boy? You know what? You can have my only food. That's how much I love you. And the last update that we have is I did go on a pretty grand adventure to just check out the terrain around here, and I stumbled upon a donkey. And yes, that is going to be our mount for a majority of the beginning of this series. So let's go find him. Here we are on our trusty steed, and I am ready to, well, does he have? Yes, we've got some of the stuff that we need in our inventory. I wanted to use some of the quartz and the white wool to build our tent. Now, I do want to do some exploration before we get too carried away with any building. And I also want to get approval to build in some of the areas that we're kind of considering. So today is going to be about adventure. and kind of talking through what we're going to do in this series. I'm looking forward to this long-term commitment with a bunch of other fellow Minecraft connoisseurs. So let's go see if we can find anybody moseying around and probably being more productive than we are. I think I see my first crafter on the horizon. I think we recognize that face. Looks like a familiar face to me. Hello, hold on, I gotta turn you up. You are very, very, very hard to hear. Okay, that's a little bit better. Yeah, no, you're the first person I've ran into on the series so far, so I was just kind of seeing what you got going on.
As it should be, you know.
It was fitting, very fitting, yeah, for sure.
Well, I hate cherry wood.
Yeah, yep.
It's ugly.
Yep.
And I don't like the way the biome looks, even if the trees are pretty.
Yeah, I agree.
And if you look over this horizon,
Mufasa style.
Beautiful.
It is
This tree
beautiful.
out there,
Wow.
that big one.
Yeah.
This is gonna be where the ranch is.
The ranch.
What I didn't want
Love that.
was for the ranch to be covered up, or in the background. I didn't want there to be a ton of ugly trees.
Oh, gotcha. You're not chopping down cherry because you're building up there. You're chopping down cherry because you don't want it in the backdrop.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that idea. That's actually super cool. Okay, well, I look forward to it. I don't really have any plans for the day. I think today for me, I want to get my tent done, and then yeah, I think that's gonna be kind of it. Get the tent done and get my footing here. There's a lot of things that have popped up absolutely everywhere since day one. It is absolute chaos.
Would you like to go to spawn and take a peek around with me?
Yeah, are we allowed to put our peepers on things? I don't know what the rules are, but
Well,
peeper away, huh?
at least you and I can peek.
Okay. All right, well, I guess this is a free adventure. What is this? Wait, how has this been done? What is this? I'm really confused. Well, anyways, my pea brain can't fathom what's happening here with the sand block. I really don't understand. Okay, well, I guess this would be both of our first times checking out the, I guess, spawn center? Or the spawn city? I don't know what this is technically considered.
I seen some of it. But
Okay.
I haven't given a full exploration.
Yeah. I stood in the middle when I spawned in and kind of spun in a circle and went, wow, look how fast the crafters built all these amazing structures. And that's
How intimidating is what I thought.
yes, for sure. Like, I got to compete with this now. Yeah, I guess, I mean, I don't know how much of this has been shown off, so I'll be a little bit careful. I won't go into too much detail, but wait, what? What do you call a French man wearing sandals?
Don't look at me.
Oh, well, I don't know. Okay, well, I guess I'll let you get back to chopping up your trees and leveling the ranch. If you ever need any assistance, I guess I'm here to terraform whatever you need, but
Sounds good.
okay, well, it's officially move-in daytime now. Again, I don't know if I have complete permission, but we're kind of a little hermit here. So if the landlords tell us to get lost, we'll just pack up the tent and move again. But we're gonna pop up a quick little tent right here behind Oda's shop and behind Izzy's beautiful water tower. And I think all I need is you to quit leaving me, is some of the wool, and we've got to clean out. We've got an inventory garbage going on here. But we need some of the wool, some of the quartz, and I think I'm just going to use the smooth stuff. I think that'll transition better with the wool. And then I think this is the craziest thing I think I'm going to do. If anybody knows me, I am not a fan of the birch tree, but I think the birch is going to look really nice with the wool, because if you take down the birch, I do. In fact, I do. And then you take some wool, these two colors, because they're so close, they're both a soft white, look so good. I would usually use oak and or spruce, but it's kind of a harsh transition between the two. So I think this is going to look really nice. Now, it is time for me to get started on a little tent here. So sit back and, oh, wait, we first got to decide what direction we want to go. And I don't really know. It would be nice to face the tent in a direction that I can access the pond, but I don't want to have to remove this. I don't have the tools to take this down, and I really don't want to be the one to destroy it. I think these cost a diamond to make, and I obviously don't have a diamond. I barely have any wood. So what we're gonna do is I think the open bits, let's think. I want the tent to face out. So I want to walk out the tent. I want to walk out right into here-ish. But I think if the tent faces like this pillar, I don't want it to be directly centered underneath her build. I think I want it kind of offset, maybe more centered. Yeah, more centered here. Let's put down a quick, if that's the center, and then we want to build a tent. I think the best thing we can do is just build the overall, yeah, see, it's gonna, we're gonna have to bury this jukebox a little bit, but that's okay. We will fix it in the coming future. I think I want to go like 1, 2, maybe 3 out each direction, like so, and then it's gonna be kind of long. I want to be able to get plenty of storage in here, so, and I gotta make sure it's longer than it is wide, otherwise a tent doesn't really make any sense if your tent is really short and narrow. That's kind of the limits I've got. This ends up being like a 7x9, I do believe. Yeah, 7x9, which in my opinion is a pretty big tent. I could probably narrow this down a little bit. I've done smaller, but I want to also be able to fully fit all of my stuff in here. Now, this also prevents us from overstepping any boundaries. We didn't go into here. We technically didn't go into this lot, which ends right here. So we are in the safe space here. I thought about we could even continue her little water tower bit here. We could make a little stream that kind of rolls up along the edge of our tent. I think that might look pretty nice. That gives us a reason to come out here and fish. But I think right now it's time for us to hop into a little time lapse while we build this cozy little tent. Okay, well it's pretty plain and simple, and I have some more decoration I'd like to do. Let's go ahead and make some trapdoors. I have some ideas of where to put some trapdoors to help make this thing kind of shape it out a little better, maybe even some buttons as well, but it is a very humble looking, kind of shiny in some places tent. I think I may change this out for concrete powder in the near future when we get the availability, but I also want to make sure it keeps the wool effect as well and the same shade of white, but it is completely empty, void of nothing rather than our donkey, and it is time to add in some of our daily crafting and storage items. I think maybe a window here and here or something may look good too. There's many other things that we want to get accomplished with this build, but for now we're going to go ahead and just set it up to get started with some crafting. Now I think that's a good place to start. Okay, and the final details are in, and this is the finished product. I added some buttons, some trapdoors, and I think I ran out of materials. Otherwise I would have put some signs on some of these exterior bits as well, just to give the flat face a little bit of depth. Now I am pretty happy with the way that this tent has turned out, and this is only our temporary home for the time being while we find our feet in this brand new world. I think now the last things we need to do is maybe go ahead and get a couple signs. We'll put a sign across here, maybe up there, just to give a little bit more detail. I'll label this as our own little temporary home, and then we can move on and do some adventuring, some fishing, and exploration in order to find out who we are and how we ended up in this crazy place. Okay, updates, and more updates. I traveled the vast world in search of some rooted dirt. We'll take Finn here and we'll head on in to the new and improved tent. I saw this floor design right over here actually on our neighbor Oda's building, and I could not get enough of it. So I went across the server looking for an azalea tree to dig up some of this rooted dirt, and this looks absolutely fantastic. You'll have to let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Now we're here just in time to introduce a new CraftWorks member. Let's head on over to spawn.
Let's go get ourselves
Disgusting.
introduced, girls. Let's go get ourselves
Pineapples.
introduced.
No.
We love pineapples here.
Hey
No.
there.
Hello.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
Welcome.
How are y'all doing?
Howdy, howdy.
Good. How's it going?
Doing great. You
It's
got
going
cows.
good. I got cows. I was coming down from the ranch over yonder that way, and I
Yeah.
was taking the girls out for a walk, and I stumbled upon this place. What are we doing here?
We're doing it
we're
all.
we're hanging out.
We got
Doing it,
town
hanging
going.
it out like such as a town.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've all been like making our little houses. If you wanted to move in, you could.
A little
Awesome.
community.
Awesome. What do we call this place?
Spawnville.
Spawnville.
Spawnville. On the what?
The CraftWorks server.
The CraftWorks server.
Yeah.
Exciting. I see a familiar face or two here.
Yep, yep.
Well, thank you guys so much for having me. I'm very excited to be a part of this experience with you guys.
Whoa,
Just us
whoa,
four?
whoa.
For
Just us
Happy-
five?
happy
Whoa,
to
whoa.
Oh
hear.
no, there's a whole bunch of other people, but they're just not here right now.
Okay, a whole bunch of other people. I'm excited to meet them all. I'm excited to see what is in store.
Yeah, you have to come back to
Yeah,
town
glad you
another
decided-
time.
Decided to show up.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys very much. I'm excited to get this series rolling.
yeah.
It seems like
Same,
maybe,
likewise.
a couple cows might be.
Yeah, you've lost some
Lining 'em
baggage on your way in.
Oh, well, they're free range.
Oh, you're one of those.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, free
Yeah.
range.
Yeah, free range cows.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Well, that's it for today's episode, folks. I hope you enjoyed our first steps into the CraftWorks server. We've got a lot more exciting adventures, epic builds, and fun moments ahead, so stay tuned. If you liked today's video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button and leave a comment below. I love hearing your thoughts and suggestions. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you never miss an episode. Trust me, you won't want to miss what we've got planned. Thanks for joining me today, and until next time, keep crafting, stay awesome, and as always, stay beautiful. Goodbye.